What's going on, you guys? I hope you're all having a great morning, evening, or afternoon, whenever you may be watching this video. I'm sure you guys can tell by the title and thumbnail, and also whether if you guys are following me on Instagram, I actually posted a story. So if you guys aren't already following me on Instagram, make sure you guys go hit that follow button so you guys can kind of stay up to date with all the types of videos that I plan to make. I have a really special video for you guys. So what I'm gonna actually go ahead and do, just so I have a little bit more room, is get the car pulled out into this garage right here, and then we'll go ahead and get everything unboxed, and I'll show you guys what's inside. Now that we got the car moved into the bigger garage, that way we have a little bit of room, I figured I'd show you guys what we're actually going to be unboxing today, which is a package from Ultimate Motorsports. If you guys haven't actually heard of Ultimate Motorsports before, they're actually a company that pretty much specializes in Honda parts, which is like Honda Civics or Honda Accord, stuff like that. They actually offer all these parts in different appearance parts, and actually now they're offering performance parts on their site as well. I actually had the privilege and honor of working with them to help promote and reveal to you guys their new taillights that they're going to be releasing for the GR86 and BRZ platform. This is a pretty huge deal, you guys. This is actually, like I said, the first brand or manufacturer that they're venturing out to make new parts for. And I'm honestly just blessed to be able to work with Justin, who's the founder over at Ultimate Motorsports, to be able to reveal their new taillights for you guys and just kind of show off how much of a difference that they can make over the stock generic lights that are on the car right now. So enough talking. I'm sure you guys are really anxious to see, just as much as I am, as to what these taillights actually look like. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get them unboxed and I'll show you guys how they look. We're gonna be opening up the taillights now. I actually wanted to get my reaction on camera too, because like I said, this is my first time actually seeing what these taillights are gonna look like. I know that Ultimate Motorsports plans on releasing these taillights in a few different variations, which is really sick. Got a note here from Justin, so I appreciate you, Justin, from Ultimate Motorsports and the rest of your team. All right, you guys. Oh God, this is the part everybody's been waiting for. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You guys don't even understand. All right, so what I'm gonna do probably is actually show you guys what the taillights look like first, and then afterwards I'll flip them around, that way I can get my initial reaction. So let's go ahead and take these out. I don't know which side these are also. I don't know if these are the left or the right ones, but all right, you guys, here we go. What do you think? I don't know how hard it is for you guys to be able to see them all the way over there, but I'm gonna get my first initial reaction. All right, you ready, guys? Oh my God, bro. Holy crap. Okay, hold on, I gotta show you guys a close-up. Keep in mind that there's a protective film on them right now, so I don't know how well you guys are really gonna be able to see it, but holy crap, you guys. Wow. Enough talk, I need to get these unboxed, and we'll go ahead and start throwing them on the car. So with that being said, I'll show you guys how you actually get the stock taillights removed. And from there, we'll go ahead and get these Ultimate Motorsports taillights thrown onto the car. All right, you guys, so the first thing that you're gonna wanna do to go ahead and get the taillights uninstalled is opening up the trunk so you have access to this trim piece right here. So underneath, there's actually two 10mm bolts that you're gonna wanna remove underneath this trim piece. What you're gonna go ahead and do is get any sort of like trim remover tool, which I'm actually gonna be using the Capri Tools trim remover set. So if you guys actually need any tools for any automotive project that you may have or that you're going to be doing upcoming, make sure you guys go ahead and check out Capri Tools. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get this trim piece taken off right here, just so we have access to those two 10mm bolts. And just like that, you guys, it's as simple as that. But now we'll go ahead and get these two 10mm bolts taken off the car. After we got those two 10mm bolts off, there's actually one final bolt all the way at the top that you're gonna wanna just release and take off. Now that we got all three 10mm bolts taken off, we can actually go ahead and get this stock taillight removed from the car. I've heard that it can actually be a little difficult trying to take this thing off, but what you're gonna wanna do is pretty much just push back and then out, just like so, and that will pretty much take it off all the little hinges that are all around the taillights. So, let's see if I can get this taken off without messing up my paint, of course, at all too. It's gonna be a little difficult. Oh, okay, just like that. Just gotta be very careful though, you guys. All right, now that we got the taillights actually taken off, what you need to do now is just go ahead and unplug them. Bro, I can't get this thing undone. As you guys can see, I got the first taillight removed. Let me just tell you, taking the taillight out was really easy, but this clip right here was an absolute pain to try and disconnect. So I just want to give you guys a warning before going into this ahead of time. You may have a little bit of issues disconnecting this clip just because mine was on there so good. But now that we got everything disconnected, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is actually do that same thing to the other side. And once we get both sides of the stock taillights removed, we'll go ahead and get the Ultimate Motorsports taillights thrown on. There's actually 2 security screws right here. And what you're gonna wanna do for those is get a T20 size bit, just so you can remove those. They're not just a generic like Phillips head screwdriver, so you can't just remove it like that. There's actually 2 pins right in the middle of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these 2 screws taken out, get this plastic trim piece transferred over to the new taillights. And with that being said, it's just the same process that we would do to get them uninstalled, to reinstall them. I'm gonna get these security bits transferred over from the stock ones like I was saying. Now that we got that bracket transferred over, we'll go ahead and get the lights plugged in now. Now that we got it plugged in, we'll go ahead and slide the bracket into place. Just like so. Then what we'll do is go ahead and grab those 3 10mm bolts, get them screwed back into place. Now let's go ahead and grab this plastic trim piece and get it installed back onto the car. So as you guys can probably tell just by taking a look at the Ultimate Motorsports taillight versus the stock taillight, you can obviously see how much of a difference in looks and how much of a difference in the actual style of the taillight itself. This taillight is very like dark. It's actually they're like tinted lens compared to like how it looks like on the stock variation taillight where it's like that bright red. Like I mentioned before, you guys, these aren't the only versions that they're going to be releasing. As time goes on, they'll actually be releasing a few different variations of these specific taillights, so that way you guys can, if you guys aren't really a fan of like the smoked look, you guys can actually get a different version of these exact lens. I'm gonna actually just, instead of comparing them when the stock taillights are on the car, I'm gonna actually just go ahead and throw the Ultimate Motorsports taillight on, just because I'm so impatient and I really want to get both taillights thrown on the car so I can see how it looks. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same process that I did for these first taillights and go ahead and do them on these second taillights that are right here. We got both the taillights installed. We can go ahead and close the trunk. And of course, now get the taillights unraveled. That way you guys can really see, and for me to see for the first time also, how amazing these taillights are gonna look. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get this plastic wrap taken off, and I'll show you guys how they look. I'm gonna go ahead now, hop in the car, and turn on the lights. That way you guys can see all the different functions that these taillights actually provide. So that being said, let me hop in, turn on the car, and go through all the functions for you guys. So this is me just turning on the lights, and as you guys can see, when I turn them on, it actually has a really sick startup sequence that it goes through. I personally think that is so sick, and that many taillights for this GR86 and GR86 platform actually come with that feature, so I think that is really cool. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just step on the brakes for you guys, that way you guys can see what it looks like. Now I'll go ahead and turn on the hazards for you guys. And as you can see, it has a really cool sequential feature where it goes for both sides. The same will be said for the turn signals. So then, for example, I have the left turn signal on right now. It goes from the inside of the body outwards. As you guys can see, for those of you who may have been worried, like myself, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for work, I actually leave really, really early in the morning, and I actually have to wake up around 5:45, 6 o'clock. And I'm starting my car up around 6:30. I was a little worried about the smoked lens on how much visibility you'd actually be able to have with these taillights, and whether or not people behind me, of course, will be able to see my car, because not only are the taillights, smoked, but the car itself is a really small car. But as you guys can see, obviously these taillights are super, super bright, if not brighter actually, than the OEM lights that I had on there before. Let me know what you guys think about these taillights down in the comments below. I personally love them, and I'm super excited to hopefully get the opportunity to show you guys off all the different other variations and versions that Ultimate Motorsports is going to be releasing for the GR86 and GR86 platform taillights. So if you guys aren't already following their Instagram page, or if you guys actually want to go ahead and check out their website to see what products they actually are currently selling, I'll make sure to, of course, leave all that down in the description below. That way you guys can go ahead and check that out. Alright you guys, so as you can tell, we got everything all finished up now, fully installed. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. I personally think that they look amazing. What I'm gonna go ahead and do now is grab some photos of some videos. So with that being said, cut into the cinematics. So I was just chilling here grabbing the photos and the videos, and another BRZ actually pulled up and we were just talking and whatnot. It's super clean, you guys. Look at that. What are the odds, you guys? What are the odds we're just grabbing photos and another BRZ just happened to stroll by? That's so sick. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I just want to give a huge thanks and shout out again to Ultimate Motorsports for sending out these taillights for me to test out and review for you guys. If you're interested in any of the products that they actually have, I'll make sure to leave all their links down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you guys are new. That way you guys can stay up to date on all the content that I'm always putting out. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.